Rats. Although actually, we're already in Flame of Frenzy territory. We might be, you know. Yep. So I suppose we could deal with it whilst we're here. If we can't see it, then it can't see us. Maybe. It can see us. Right, dodge the rats at least. That's a good start. Yeah, that didn't work out for that lad. Right, go, go, go. Sweet. Yep, we got it done. Thank goodness for that. That was so much easier than it was on Lulu. Just knowing what the heck I'm supposed to be doing. And now maybe we can get towards that Erd tree safely. Be nice to find some sort of Sight Grace up here though. I suppose we'll get the chest just because it's there, although it's probably just Howl of Shabriri. Yeah. Catacombs, you say? Surely this is one we've not seen before. It's pointing us back down a hole, I guess. Unless it's just pointing us to the black knife one. Yeah, it is. Okay, we've seen that one. But what have we got round the other side of here? A troll. Well, a carrion knight troll. I want Sight Grace before I do anything too exciting up here. And there is one. Good. So now we've got that, we can do exciting things like venture around the side of these cliffs and see what's over there. Because there's probably more over here than just a big troll. Like this little tower, for example. What's this? Is it like the Memory Stone Towers? The Converted Fringe Tower. May erudition light the way. Oh, this is one of those, is it? Very well. And that'll unlock that. Well, that's something we'll have to come back to then, because I know what we need to do there. We need to light the way with erudition, and we know exactly what that means now. But still. It's not time. Kind of want to drop down here and see what's what. I can now, we've got a Sight Grace. Anything exciting? Ooh. Crystal darts? No, it's not exciting, but it's not awful. And then a drop down which leads to... where exactly? Just back down to the catacombs, I guess. What else we got? We've got the Erd tree somewhere. Another mausoleum. And a bunch of our stamping friends. Are they just hanging around outside the Erd tree? Because if they are, they could make that fight hella difficult if they get involved. Assuming there's a fight there. I'm assuming there's an Erdtree avatar at nearly all of them. Yep. Well, the last one we tried to fight wrecks us, but this one should be easier, one would hope. That was close. And all this walking backwards is not good for our health if there's cliff edges nearby. And we're out of that, so back we go to the old sword. Oh jeez. Oh no, that's alright. Oh no, that is the Holy Orbs of Nightmare. I'll have a quick sup, because why not? And then, how did we avoid that? Nice. Nowhere near as bad as the one in Caelid. Well done, Lutal. The Magic Shrouding Cracked Tear, the Lightning Shrouding Cracked Tear, and the Holy Shrouding Cracked Tear. Which do what exactly? Do they prevent damage from those things? Oh no, they temporarily boost attacks of those types. Cool. So the magic one could potentially be of use. Now, why are you still hanging around, Lutal? Is it because of those lads on the other side? Those horrible buggers? Maybe. Yeah, let's see what we'd need to level up some more. Vigor. Lovely. Now let's work our way through this village and up to the church. And get invaded by Vike, probably. Alright, so there's the church. So if we get too close, Vike will probably spawn and try and wreck us. But we can't sneak around this side. So we might just have to make a run for the Site of Grace that's up here. And then deal with him after we've picked it up. Yep, there's no cheesing our way up this slope. And here he comes. Where is he? Well, he's too late anyway. We've got the Site of Grace. Sucks to be you, Vike. And we've got a Sacred Tear as well. Why not? Ouch. Yep, madness incoming. Ouch. And now he's got a chance to heal. Son of a bitch. And, yep, the madness puts us in a state where we can't defend, and that's how he finishes us. Fair enough. I mean, we've got what we need, though. We've got the Lord of Blood's favour. We can pick up our runes. And now we can bugger off.
Oh, good heavens. Clench your teeth or something.
Yeah, Trace didn't enjoy that. But it's necessary, my dear.
Never forget that feeling of agony, for it is what binds you have the...
Ha ha ha.
Oh,
Just give me my teleport device. Thank you.
A medal with the power I've gone out, but you mustn't use it. The meeting must luminary. We must.
Yeah, we mustn't use it yet. I understand. We mustn't use this thing here. I wouldn't even know how, to be honest. What if I do this though? Oops. Ah, Varys going to be annoyed now. Ah, well. I mean, I'm only here to grab the Sight of Grace, and then we're off on our next adventures. We'll come back here later if we need to. But for now, we need the old Rockview balcony. And we can wrap up this session by heading to where we're going to start the next one. Which is also where we're going to get a nice shiny new weapon for Trace, I think. We're going to be picking up golden rune wands after I've just unlocked the premier soul farming site, rune farming site. I'll get it right at times, occasionally, here and there. Not promising to always do it, mind. What's down there, anyway? Anything? Just a bit of rock face? Oh yeah, it's just approaching where I need to be, but from a slightly different angle. Lovely. Now let's go grab a Sight of Grace in here. And the old magic sword should be pretty good at backstabbing our way through down near everything in this little tunnel. Yeah, that guy wasn't a fan. That guy's not sure what he might have seen, if anything. Let's give him a show. Lovely. Oi! Cheeky bugger with your double hit. Can't do moves I wasn't expecting. Now, is it worth scrapping with the big Loxapus? There is a Sombra in here, isn't there? That might come in handy at some point. Look at it. Stupid bugger. How does magic do against this lad? It's not a fan. That was a bit easier than previous attempts. Good job, Trace. Shit. Run away, Trace. I forgot that these lads aren't that bothered about attacks unless they're with two hands. Or they're the backstabs. Let's see how good you are against magic. Not terribly. Well, you did get off a decent hit. Oh yeah, we generally want a two-hand down here. Otherwise you just bounce off everything. Which is a pain in the ass. But that's cool. We got 2 swords, but we don't need both all the time. Good thing about our main sword as well is that's the magic one. And magic deals extra damage to these buggers. In much the same way that strike attacks do. Just crack crystals? Yeah, you can carry on. And of course we can magic things. Just straight up magic them. Probably remember that that's an option. Ouch. They remember it's an option for sure. Sounds like someone out there is excited about this and is flinging magic about. Soon put a stop to his antics. This game's really good at instilling a sense of vertigo in me. Even though I'm clearly not actually in this world. I haven't felt this spooked about game heights probably since the first Infamous game. Back on the old PS3 I think it was. When you climb in that big trash tower at the end of Act 2 or Chapter 2 or whatever to get up to a boss. It was a bit spookums. Yeah, don't want to faff around with those lads. Not if we can avoid it. Smithing stone 3, lovely. Yeah, we're getting a bunch of smithing stones that we need, so that's nice. And there's the lift centre. Oh yeah, backstabs, I forgot about them. They get the job done against these lads, the minor lads, who aren't paying much attention to us. Now, as for you, yeah, we can't really go wrong with glintstone against these lads. Oh, come on. That was bull. There we go. Now, there's some guy who just sprints back and forth around here, isn't there? Like a spoon. Oh, hello. Get out of it. There he is. Oh, God. Wow. Stop that. You're actually quite tough. There goes another flask I didn't want to use. Now, where's your sprinting friend? There he is. Stop it. There we go. Now you can just get backstabbed because your mates just don't give a damn. And we'll take all that bounty. Anyone else need backstabbing? Probably not. It's free room. It's not a lot of rooms, but it's satisfying to backstab people, and it's basically free. So we're left with 2 blue flasks and basically 2 healing flasks. Don't think we've got much in the way of enemies to worry about now. We'll take the Shatter Earth spell though, because again, it's an option for later maybe. It might be one fight that it's just perfect for. Yep, that sure is a message. It's a confusing message. But I'd have probably left one in the same place if I'd done the same thing. I'm glad this Crystallian we're about to fight isn't a terribly hard boss though. Because it's pretty crucial to get these smithing stone ball bearings, I feel. Bell bearings. I keep calling them ball bearings because that's just a term, so why wouldn't you? But we'll bring out Friend. And let's see how you feel about magic. Why have I got Glint Blade on the go? Yeah, we'll just have a quick sit just because. Seems like a good idea. I thought I'd drunk again. There we go. Now you're taking damage. Now we can stab you up good and proper. Job done. I was pretty hairy actually for a moment. But job is done. That's the main thing. Now we can actually get our weapons upgraded a bit. Maybe even another level. Won't that be exciting? Maybe. We'll probably need to eat some runes. So, I mean, we'd like more endurance. More strength would allow us to use the bow. We'd need, what, 2 more strength though? We need more endurance to equip it, so we need like 3 or 4 more levels of stuff. But we can two-hand the bow right now, which is probably what we'd be doing most of the time. But we do want a bit more endurance at least. Can we now equip it, or are we still too heavy? Yep, still too heavy. That's what you get for having cool armor. We probably want another staff at some point. So yeah, we probably want a whole bunch of stuff equipped sooner or later. Either way, we'll get our weapons leveled up a bit, and then we'll see where we are with everything. And I accidentally ate a few too many runes, so we've eaten even more, and that should give us another level. Even more endurance. Wonderful. Is that now enough to equip the bow? Yeah, just about. Grand. Now we've got options all over the shop.